Morning YouTube. Okay, we're gonna be getting these bales ready for grinding. We're gonna take them all out of the shed and cut the twine off, and then tomorrow I'll be grinding them all. We're gonna hop in the payloader here, put the bale forks on, and then start bringing all bales out. Inches of snow, so the last couple of days I've been busy doing some plowing. I'm gonna try to make a wall of bales, and then I'm gonna put all the loose straw inside of them, so it's a little retaining wall. Alright, I'm back. I went and ate lunch, so took a little break. I do a few other things. Usually we have two payloaders running at the feed pad, but one's at the other farm because the roof partially collapsed. And also I'm sharing this payloader with the feeder, so I'm not in this much. Bales in this bay. Probably gonna cut half of them today and then do the rest tomorrow while that guy's grinding the straw. All right, we didn't get all the bales out of the shed, but you got most of them. I can start cutting them while that guy starts feeding. Made somewhat of a retaining wall, and then I'm gonna start stacking the rest behind these bales. Right now I'm just gonna put some down. I'll put down like 15 bales or so at a time, cut them all and push them into a pile, and then keep doing that. We need to get this twine off because it'll wreck the grinder. Alright, I think I got all the bales cut. Now I need to get all that twine off there. Put them in the pile. Fucking bitch. Sometimes we get huge chunks like this that are frozen on the ends or rotten, and you can't get the twine out, so just gotta drag the whole thing out of the way. The last load of hay or straw, we had 150 bales, and almost every single one of them had a rotten chunk like this, frozen at the end. We threw every single end on it away. These ones are way better. It's my first one so far. Oh, it's a fucking huge chunk. Freaking icy too. I'll just try to use the payload and push that away. I think I got all of them besides this one here. I'm still using the payload there, so maybe we should try to put a few more extra next time. Throw these up there. Try to keep this for 6 months. That way it's too much. Alright, I just cut all these bales here, and I kind of reinforced all that wall there and doubled it up. Now I'm gonna hop in the payloader here, push that all up, and then probably call it a day. That guy's coming tomorrow somewhat early. Then I'll finish once he gets all that loose straw there. I'll start cutting more. So yeah, I'll hop in the payloader and push that up. Alright, well, we got that pile pushed up there. Got a good amount there. Not sure how long that'll last, probably a few hours, so I'm gonna get here before that guy and start cutting more. So, see you tomorrow. Alright, well, it's the next morning here. It's 6:20-ish. I've been working on getting the leftover straw out of that bay there, just so we don't have to keep the old straw in there all the time. That guy's coming at about 7:30, so while I'm waiting for him, I'm gonna start putting more bales down and cutting them and just keep pushing this up, just so we get ahead of him, because that grinder grinds pretty fast. So yeah. Alright, well, we got all these bales cut and twined out of there. That grinder should be here any minute now. It's 7:20. Yeah, he's 6 minutes out, so that's enough bales cut. Oh, I'll keep up. He'll be driving this, so I'm gonna go get the skid steer, and then while he's grinding all day, I'll be cutting those bales up, and should be able to keep up. But yeah. Alright, I got that all pushed up. The grinder's here, so it'll take a little bit to get that all ready to put in the bay and then jump in here. Alright, well, we got the skid steer here. I got the pallet forks in a bucket. I'm gonna use the pallet forks like a bale fork, just lift the bale up from underneath it. Well, there's the grinder. already. Got a pretty good pile right there, so I'm just gonna start getting these bales down and cutting them up just to try to stay ahead. It's a pretty big grinder, roto chopper. They use it for like more than straw. They cut dead cows up, logs, everything. Keeps spitting out. There's too much ice, so I'm gonna go get some tractor tires, some old ones, and put it under his tracks. Alright, well there's the tractor tires I'm gonna grab. My uncle's getting the tractor blade on it and to push that snow out of the way so I can get in there without getting stuck. So we're gonna put those tires under his tracks so he can get up more. He's angled like this right now. We need it more like that so he's not hitting the rafters and he's sliding out, so it'll give us some more grip too. Alright, well we got these tractor tires. They're different sizes, so hopefully it's fine, but these are shot, so it's perfect for this. Alright, well we put some tires under that track there, get it more level. Cut all this twine here. I'm going to use a skid steer to get it off now and keep pushing it into the pile. of the bales here cut. Got about 10 more. He's got quite a bit of loose straw there, and that bay isn't very full yet, so we got plenty of room. He's been pushing it back, so yeah. Bales cut, pushing that pile. He's finishing it up. Just got the little pile there. I'm gonna go bring all this twine up to the burn pile, and my brother's gonna finish. Just keep pushing that into a pile. So it's probably the end of the video. Thanks for watching.